It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Edwards.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for Las Vegas, we've got Barnes. R.J. Barrett is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Thompson. And it's Grant in at the 5 down low. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup. He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Here's Edwards. Randle passes to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Johnson. Pass to Thompson. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now, here's McDaniels. Last game he had 13. Shot clock at 3. Rebound by onside Barrett. Grant against McDaniel. Johnson. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Grant sends it.
His eyes on the ball so he can anticipate that shot.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Edwards. McDaniels against Barrett. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Johnson against DiVincenzo. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Barnes outside. Shoots over McDaniel. Barnes can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Randle down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Randle no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail by 7. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. Now, asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Johnson finds Barrett. Back to Johnson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, I like Magic doing his work inside. The close range look. Smart play that time by the Magic.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You take a look at Las Vegas. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Timberwolves, 3 spots below.
And you know, for Las Vegas, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Count that one. Thompson's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson surveying the floor. Thompson sets the pick for Johnson. Popped up there for Thompson. Stolen by McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Good D by Johnson. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 13-5 run here. No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail by 8. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Randall passes to Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Barnes finds Johnson. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Back to Barrett. Baseline jumper. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by Grant. It's Edwards on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Thompson kicks to Barrett. Thompson outside. Pass to Johnson. Grant outside. Back to Johnson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's McDaniel. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep 3-point territory, it's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. No good from Grant.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Las Vegas leading by 4. Here's Johnson. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So it's Las Vegas now. Over in the corner, Barnes. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Randle.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And he comes up with the deuce. Johnson's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Randle. Over Thompson. Randle finds Gobert. Clock at 6. Back to Randle. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Las Vegas leading by 4. Pass to Barnes. Launches it from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Las Vegas, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. It's going to be Johnson shooting. Julius Randle picks one up. You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injuries.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management didn't decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Vegas will go for a different look here. Chris Middleton's checked in for Thompson. Clark comes in for Barnes. Robinson's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ellison for Jeremy Grant. Now here's Edwards. Nothing on the board. And the wide open shot from Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Las Vegas leading by 7 for 3. Ellis misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Clark against Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And Reed has it in the corner. No good on the 3. Las Vegas has gone 0 of 2 from deep field. Here's Ellis. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
So it's Las Vegas now, following the 3 by Minnesota. Here's Johnson. Robinson for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter.
Now here's Reed. Last game with 30 points. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Johnson, the pass to Middleton. Outside for Robinson. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
When it comes to distributing the ball, nobody does it better than Magic. When one of his guys has a clean look, the ball is there quickly and on target.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Conley feeling it out. Miller with a screen on Robinson. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And the first one at the line is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minod's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Clark. Here's Conley. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Robinson. Minot pulls it in.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Stolen away. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Out to Edwards. Driving the lane. Count the basket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Middleton, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the...
The previous play is under review.
And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down.
Hello, Beastie Man. How you doing?
When you have it there,
hope you're enjoying the game, brother.
And so it's Las Vegas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute.
Haha, that's great, Beastie Man. I'm glad to hear that. We got a good one. Have you been following the storyline? You know what's going on this evening?
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if they...
Hold on here. Let me go ahead and get my substitutions. And I had Magic Johnson playing center. I'm going to take Magic from center and put him on. Let's give him some rest. We're going to come in and go big. We're going to put Drummond, Middleton down at the small. We're going to bring in Kelly Olynyk. You said, should you sub? Yeah, you should. I'm just going to be, yes, you should sub. And you should like every video because it's really cool. I guess you're new to the channel, so I'll go and tell you why you should. I'll give you a reason why you should. This is, what I do here is I do simulation basketball with legendary players, and I put them in the modern era, and I build teams around them strategically, realistically, with expansion draft rules. So none of the teams are super teams. They're just like, say for instance, you have Magic Johnson here. You ask yourself, what would you need for Magic Johnson to be successful in today's NBA? In my opinion, you would need guys who can defend, shoot three-pointer, more importantly, get out and run, and finish on the end of his passes. That's what you're seeing here. I did the same thing for Larry Bird, also Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, and all those playlists are on my channel with descriptions. I highly advise you guys to really get an understanding of what's going on. I know people don't like reading these days, but read the descriptions. The descriptions will tell you everything you need to know, and more importantly, it'll make the games come alive more in your mind. Remember, this is all about suspension of belief. It's about coming here and just go along for a ride. You know what I mean? Just go with the story. You know, that's what it's all about. Let the games come alive in your mind. So, back to the substitutions. Let's see what we got going on here. I think we'll stay with Duncan Robinson and Ellis in the backcourt. We'll see if we can get some three-point shooters going off some screens. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and I'll change up our offensive strategy. We're going to change our freelance strategy. We're going to go to you need to go. So don't be sorry. These games will be here, brother. Remember, all my games are on a playlist, Beastie Man, in a playlist in sequential order, and they all have descriptions, so it keeps you up to what's going on game to game. So hey, just come back at your own come back at your own leisure. But I do appreciate you guys liking the videos up because it gets it more upvoted. I guess that's how it works. appreciate if you guys like the video because it helps it out with the just getting the content known. Because I'm a real big fan of simulation basketball. We'll go with pace. Not good for standstill shooters. Good flow offense. This is good for what I just put out there. Flow offense with multiple ball screen opportunities. This is what's going to help Duncan Robinson and them get open shots. We'll see as we come out.
Changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Reed is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable. Words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Now here's Conley. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Offline with the baseline jumper. Las Vegas leading by 10. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Ellis. Stolen by Michael Conley.
So crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Ellis, the pass to Olynyk. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Middleton, defended by Alexander Walker. And the shot goes down. And Las Vegas leads by 10. And so it's Minnesota with it. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Conley against Ellis. Drummond a screen. Ellis with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Las Vegas needs to get off his shot, and it's Drummond missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Edwards' shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Middleton outside. Back to Ellis. Pass to Olynyk over Reed. Olynyk can't hit. Here's Minnesota. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. The offensive rebound. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Reed.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
Ellis outside. Middleton with a screen for Ellis. Outside Robinson. Olynyk against Reed. And Middleton kicks to Robinson. Drummond with a screen on it. Robinson, that's good. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Conley. Now here's Ellis. 9 points last game out. Middleton with a screen for Ellis. Middleton outside. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Middleton can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. Tries from 10. Reed finds Edwards. Over Robinson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Olynyk. Ellis on top. Back to Olynyk. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
From the baseline. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And it's a completely new group for Las Vegas. Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Johnson against DiVincenzo. Johnson dishes to Barnes. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Like his mid-range game, Barnes incredibly lethal from the mid-range. When he's got room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Back to Randle. The 3. The shot missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here's McDaniels. Fires for 3. And Julius Randle with the 3.
3 points.
Randle's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Thompson outside. Pass to Grant. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. To the inside. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant comes flying in with so much force.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Edwards looking it over. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way in. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Randle. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Las Vegas, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
DiVincenzo against Grant. Over in the corner, Edwards. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Randall against Grant. Randall left side. Goes back up, and Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact, Thompson denying that shot.
It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Edwards getting the close range too.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And here is Johnson. Nice three-pointers off the mark.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Grant. Back to Edwards. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Barrett, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Alexander Walker finds McDaniel. DiVincenzo with it. Now here's Gobert. He's got 8. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. And that one's good. Barnes.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Grant against DiVincenzo. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And it's out of bounds for Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Johnson. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Clippers. Kicks it out to Grant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Las Vegas leads by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a strong first half for you guys defensively. What has worked at that end?
We're trying to be active. You know, this is a very good team. They've been shooting the ball really well from 3, so we're just trying to run them off the line.
So far, so good. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everybody. And as
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
They should just keep shooting three-pointers. It's worked well for them. Why ever go inside?
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So it's the Timberwolves now. A 2-point game. We've got Amen Thompson. Magic Johnson is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Barnes, and it's small forward. Edwards, no good. Las Vegas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Now Randle. He's covered by Thompson. Randle no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Thompson finds Barrett. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Getting his team the best shot on the floor. Amen Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
Gobert dishes to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Johnson attacking. Stolen by McDaniels. Randle outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Edwards careening his way to the rim.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Johnson kicks to Grant. It's stolen by Edwards. Poked loose. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Back to Randle. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Grant. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gobert. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Barnes. Inside, here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. McDaniels against Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota. DiVincenzo against Johnson. Driving in. On the wing, Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
DiVincenzo against Grant. Outside Edwards. And the 3 off target. Las Vegas trails by 12. Barrett kicks to Grant. Gobert with the block. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And here's Randall after R.J. Barrett hitting the three. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Grant. Robinson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Ellison for Johnson. And finished off by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this, and they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and once they got it sorted out, Gobert... a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
So for Las Vegas, Chris Milton comes in for Amen Thompson. And it's Clark in for R.J. Barrett. Robinson for three. Las Vegas again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now here's Randall. There's the triple.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Great physicality that time on the defensive end from Drummond, using his body to wall up.
Yep, that one goes. Middleton's got 6.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
DiVincenzo kicks to Randall, looking to get it going. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Middleton.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And he makes...
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Timberwolves leading by 8. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Las Vegas again missing. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
One shot.
Las Vegas trails by 13. Now Ellis outside Robinson. Misses the three. Bounce pass from Randall. Has to Gobert. And here's Randall, guarded by Robinson. Fade away. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Las Vegas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And finds Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
That's tipped. Here's Alexander Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Robinson. 10 points for him.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Edwards. Las Vegas on D, down by 12. Randall passes to Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. Johnson with the block.
Tell you what, the long arms and great wingspan of Johnson, well used and suited for the shot denial.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley kicks to Randall. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. There's the 3. Another miss by Conley. Well, Las Vegas shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The 3 from Barnes. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Conley dishes to Randall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just an attacker is rampant. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Conley after Magic Johnson's bucket. Outside Conley. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut to just 11 points in the basket from Barrett.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Shannon can't cash in from close range.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. And their outside game has simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Shots good by Alexander Walker. He's got 13.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Randall. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Stolen by Grant. Johnson with it. Conley picks him up, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Randle outside. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
.34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Reed with a screen for Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
The kick out to Barnes. No good from outside. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Conley's got 10 points in the game. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thompson is out there with Barnes. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Barrett, and it's Johnson in at the point. With the drive, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Boy, the speed of Barnes blasts around defenders and gets to the bucket with ease. Nice.
Edwards drawing the double team. Outside Conley. Ingles passes to Reed. Some solid defense from Grant. Las Vegas trails by 10. Thompson passes to Grant. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Here's Johnson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Conley with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Barrett covering. Edwards can't hit. Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the dunk by Grant.
Clinching the N1 opportunity. They really made Grant fight to get that one.
Minnesota making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
At the line for 1, Jeremy Grant.
The free throw drops for Grant. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. They double team Conley. It's Miller on the wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. No good, unable to end this run. Las Vegas trails by 5. Here's Grant. Cuts off the pass. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. Johnson kicks to Barnes. Cracks in the tray. Barnes has got 12 points here in the second half.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Comes in for Barnes, and it's Duncan Robinson in for Barrett. And then for Minnesota, Einad's checked in, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so he hits both. Here's Johnson, and here's Las Vegas. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Thompson. Takes it inside. Outside for Robinson. Middleton left side. And another shot. Einad pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now DiVincenzo buries it from three-point range.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Pass to Drummond. Thompson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Minot. The 11-footer, and again it's Minnesota.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this, and I know it's got to be making his coach happy too.
Johnson against DiVincenzo. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Johnson.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Thompson outside. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Minot. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker with the ball. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Thompson. At the elbow, it's Drummond. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Conley's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Into the lineup for Minnesota, number 10, Mike Conley.
Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards inside. He's up against Thompson. Shot clock at 2. Lets it go from the wing. Edwards can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Yes! And the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So for Las Vegas, Grant, he's checked in for Drummond. Barnes comes in for Chris Middleton. And Barrett subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And that one falls for Johnson.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard. If there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Now here's DiVincenzo. It's good from long range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Barnes finds Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Grant gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's McDaniel. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant. And Barrett has got the ball here for Las Vegas. Barnes outside. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Edwards kicks to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And this is who Barrett is, a competitor, someone who looks to get revenge whenever he can.
Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's the floater. And Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got 11 in the second half.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
They grab their own miss. Here's Gobert, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
Trying so hard to contest that shot. Got a piece of Gobert there.
Rudy Gobert, 2 shots.
That one is off.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Jeremy Grant.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Thompson outside. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Showing zero fear. Thompson handles the pressure of the big moment. Way to go, Amen.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. No good on that one. Good D by Johnson. The drive by Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for Las Vegas.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And Johnson drops them both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Here's McDaniels. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Shaden McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
Nice move. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Big shot maker. When the game heats up, so does that.
Thompson against Edwards. Good D by Johnson. Johnson dishes to Barnes. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Barrett kicks to Thompson. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Johnson, the pass to Barnes. Here's Edwards. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Johnson against DiVincenzo. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Back to Johnson. Out to Thompson. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
He's checked in for Barnes.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas, number 23,
Edwards inside. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Thompson against Edwards. Misses the three. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he can't get either to fall. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
Down one, just enough time, I think, for a couple of passes and shots. We'll see what they do here.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for Las Vegas, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Magic Johnson.
What a fourth quarter comeback by Team Showtime. Down by 15 points in the fourth quarter. Wins it by 1 point. Man, came back despite, look at that. They had 17 turnovers in the game and were able to outperform that. That is remarkable. Magic Johnson, his heroic performance. Man, look at how many threes the Timberwolves hit. They hit 21 out of 49 threes, man. Jeez. They had 105. Look at that too. They also had 105 field goal attempts to our 90, meaning they had more shots to work with than we did. And we still outshot them, mostly because we got out and ran. Remember, 45 points came in fast break mode, so you're not going up against a set defense. But nonetheless, the comeback took place. 17 turnovers, 21 threes made, and you still found a way to win the game. That is amazing. That is amazing. That's magic. That's the only word I can call it, magic. Magic Johnson took 16 shots, got everybody involved in this comeback. He had 26 points, 23 rebounds, 19 assists. He had 8 turnovers though. He was part of the problem though. Magic was part of the problem. He had 8 turnovers. That's what led to the big 15-point lead. All those turnovers. But nonetheless, leads his team to victory. Everybody involved. Minnesota the same way. Minnesota played a great game. Everybody's involved. Look at that. 27 points for Edwards. Gobert with 20 points and 14 rebounds tonight. Really taking advantage of that small ball lineup that Showtime plays. Look, DiVincenzo, 18 points. Goes 6 of 11 from downtown, man. That is sheesh, man. They were hitting the three. Man, they were hitting the three like it was going out of style. Like, man, they couldn't miss it. They couldn't miss from downtown. Nas Reed 2 for 4. The only one that shot bad from downtown was Julius Randle, and he still at least made 1 out of 6. 2 for 4 for Conley, 2 for 5 for McDaniels, 3 for 4 for Alexander Walker. Vincenzo goes 6 of 11. Edwards himself goes 5 for 14. Jeez, man. Dude. It's a bonanza. But nonetheless, Showtime wins it. Showtime wins it. Let's take a look at the highlights. We'll go with Vincenzo first. Man, they just completely out everything on defense. If it wasn't for Showtime's ability to run, they wouldn't have got back. That's what saves this team a lot. Whenever they get down, their ability to get out and fast break, they can erase deficits really fast. That's the benefit. That's one of the plus sides to being a fast break team. One of the bad things is that your turnovers are going to be a lot higher because you play so fast. Your turnovers are higher. But the good thing is, if you ever get down, you got a better chance of coming back than a half-court team would. But a half-court team usually doesn't get down by much because they take care of the ball more. So it's pluses and minuses there. Gobert just rim running the hell out of us. Blocking that. Grant just neutralized. We never really took advantage of Grant in transition. Never really took advantage of him. Couldn't get out and run. Edwards. Having said that, with Edwards in the three-point shooting, I don't think Edwards took advantage of the inside. He only had like 1 dunk tonight. And only a couple layups. He really settled for jump shots too much, as you see here. Most all of his offense is coming off jumpers. But I will have to say, like, Las Vegas' man-to-man defense is really good. We got a lot of one-on-one defenders, so I can't fault him for that. It's hard to get your shot off in Los Angeles one-on-one because everybody down there can hold their own man-to-man. Let's take a look at R.J. Barrett now. He goes 6 of 7. Nice pass by Thompson there. Like he been taking lessons from Magic on that pass. Well, he really saved their bacon in that fourth quarter. Because man, we were dead in the water in the fourth quarter, man. Guys were tired. They went out and hustled. Man, Thompson 9 for 14 for 21 points. One of the few dunks we got tonight. And Minnesota's defense did a pretty good job in terms of getting back in transition. They really didn't give up a lot of dunks. We scored a lot of transition points, but a lot of it was mostly on jumpers, mid-range jumpers, threes, and mostly Magic Johnson just penetrating to the basket because he's, much like, LeBron James. And I think, to me, Magic and LeBron are the best two ever at that. Getting the ball and just going coast to coast with it and finishing. I think they're the best ever that we've ever seen in NBA history. There's other guys you can say like Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, Scottie Pippen, a young Grant Hill. Remember when Grant Hill was young with the Pistons? He could do that some too as well. But the best ever is Magic and LeBron. They're the best ever at that. The best one man fast break you'll ever see. Harrison Barnes coming up big late. Hits the big three. Help us get it back in the game. This was the crowd. You gotta love the Vegas crowd too. Everybody left really there, which I wish 2K would do a better job of showing the acoustics when the crowd leaves, even during a comeback. It would not be that loud when 2/3 of the crowd have already left, thinking the game is over. But whatever. Magic Johnson penetrating, getting to the basket. Rebound Johnson, overpowering guys at the basket. That's the thing about Magic Johnson. People, we look at Magic Johnson and we never give him credit for being a physical player. He was very physical. You look at the smile and his personality. He's all fun and good, but when you look at him play, he's probably as physical a player we've ever seen. Like, he comes to the basket with just as much force as someone like Karl Malone, but he just does it. He looks different. Like, he looks so, and he looks so, balletic, if you will. So we don't really think of him as a power player, but he's very, very powerful going to the basket off those drives. But that's how it is. Magic Johnson with an insane triple-double saves the day here in the fourth quarter against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the season will now push forward as Las Vegas gets a 1-point win, which will help their morale. And that was their last home game, too, for the season. They're on the road the rest of the way. So they sent their fans home happy. That's the last home game. Now they're on the road the rest of the season. Next game will be against the Lakers, the Hornets, Dallas, then Sacramento, and they finish up with Miami. And that'll be it for them. So no more home games for Team Showtime. So the next game coming up will be Team Larry Bird taking on the Washington Wizards. And I'll have that one coming up next for you guys. Coming up here shortly. Before I go, let's do a quick recap of the playoff picture for everybody in the NBA. As we are getting close, guys. Couple games, handful of games here. Now, last time we left off, remember I was talking last time we left off, the Indiana Pacers were the number 6 seed. I was telling people a lot can change. Now, look, they've fallen. The Toronto Raptors, but keep in mind, the Raptors lost Grady Dick for the next 6 weeks in that game against Boston. There he is right there. His overall is screwed because he's hurt. Look, he's nursed. They decided to play him in that game, and he took 2 injuries in one game. Look at that, because he was already hurt. So he has a bruised right shoulder today, and he's got a sprained right ankle sprain, and he's out for the next 6 to 8 weeks just on that. Going into the playoffs, and he's vital for them. So that was a bad decision to play him. The Indiana Pacers are the 7th seed. The Bulls are the number 8 seed currently, and your play-in spots are currently being held by Brooklyn and Orlando. However, Miami is right there threatening one game behind Brooklyn for that last play-in tournament spot. And that's it. After that, that's it. Philadelphia's dead. Charlotte's dead. Pistons are done. Washington is beyond dead. They're not even in. And Milwaukee is just, man, talk about a team that just, I don't even understand. How you have a team with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. Just those two alone, you should have at least 45 wins. I mean, come on. Those two could get 45 wins in their sleep in the NBA season. Like, how the hell do you have Giannis and Lillard and not me in the playoffs? That's just insane to me. But that's how it's looking out east. Out west, Las Vegas, as we already know, #1 seed in the NBA. The best home record cannot be diminished because they play all their home games for the season. They went 39-2 at home. The best home court in the league, despite the fans being fair weather in Las Vegas, which is kind of weird. You would think it would be Team Larry with the best home court, but no, they don't. As a matter of fact, Team Larry's home court is 28-9. So all the flash and dash. I think it's the flash and dash of Las Vegas. People come out there and they lose focus. That's probably what it is. They go out there to the sands or the flamingo before the game, and then they go to the game and they're not ready to go ahead and give it their all because they left their heart at the slots, at the poker table. But there you see Memphis right there on the bubble for the 10th spot there for the play-in tournament. New Orleans right there for the play-in tournament as well. The Los Angeles Lakers have fought to get to the 8th seed. We'll see Showtime taking them on in the next game coming up here soon. Denver still on the bubble. They could slide up or down. They got 6 games to go here in the season. They could either move up or down. Nothing is over. I think between the 6th seed and the 10th, I would say between the 6th seed and the 10th, anything can happen. San Antonio's pretty grand. They're done. San Antonio's in there. You're not catching San Antonio. No chance. At 48-27, you're not catching them. And Dallas and the Thunder are currently battling for that 3rd and 2nd spot. There's a lot to be said there. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. Because that's huge. Because if whoever gets the 2nd spot would avoid Las Vegas until the Western Conference Finals. The 3rd seed, most likely, you would probably I think the winner of the 1 and the 8 always plays the 5 and the 4 winner, I believe, and then the 2 and 7 always plays the 3 and the 6 winner. So, but you still want to look so you can get that weaker opponent, because right now Dallas will be matched up against the Denver Nuggets, and I don't think they want that matchup. I think Jokic would give them problems because that's a lot for Anthony Davis to deal with. I think they would fare better against Oklahoma City. Excuse me, not Oklahoma City, but if Dallas actually moved down, they would play Golden State, and I think that's a better matchup for them because I don't think that Anthony Davis wants to see anything to do with Jokic. I don't think he want nothing to do with no damn Jokic, man. I don't think he want to see Jokic. But that's how it's looking out there in the Western Conference picture. And that's going to do that. We're going to bring this stream to an end as Team Larry Bird gets set to take on the pathetic, struggling 21-53 Washington Wizards. There ain't enough magic to bring this team back. So I will see you guys for Team Bird at home taking on the Washington Wizards as they continue to build on their chemistry and get ready for this playoff run coming up here soon. And I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys had a good time watching. If you like what you're seeing, consider giving my channel a subscription, hit the notification bell, and liking the video so we can get it up ranked, so we can get people out here talking about good old-fashioned 5-on-5 sim basketball. That's what basketball is. It's not about one guy just taking all the shots. It's about everybody contributing, the parts being greater than the sum of the whole, or however that goes. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you had a good time. Peace out.